If you look here, we actually have a stock attachment point. Now, one of my favorite features of this is the slam fire. It takes everything the Aeon Pro had and made it better. Dang! Hello everyone, Brickosaurus227, and today we're going to be taking a look at a really cool blaster, the Dart Zone Adventure Force Aeon Pro X. Let's get started. Included is the blaster, magazine, P-car, iron sight, 12 ember darts, D-ring, safety glasses, and instructions. Get them out of here. As usual, let's start off the overview with looking at the grip. The grip is almost completely perfect. It's the same grip as the Nexus Pro X grip, which also means it can be swapped out with real steel military grips, or some of them, which is kind of cool, like really cool. Although this grip is perfect for me, so I would never need to do that. If you look here, we actually have a stock attachment point. One of the original complaints I had for the Aeon Pro was there was no stock. However, at the time, they didn't have the ability to just throw on an in-strike stock point, so that kind of makes sense that they didn't do that, and I would have definitely preferred to have no stock over just a buffer tube stock, because they were trying to go with a more pistol format, and I get that. And this is the closest thing I have to a worker stock, so it's what I'll be using. Also, the colors somewhat match, even though it's a little bit off. I feel like I haven't heard enough people talk about the stock point. It's kind of annoying me in some of the reviews I've seen. Like, give this some praise. The fact that they added a stock point is so nice because it makes it so much of a better blaster. It means you can use it in its intended pistol format, but also if you want stabilization, you totally can, which is just perfect. Now, the mag release system is the exact same as the Nexus Pro X, which is amazing. I originally complained about this little nub here because you have to put your finger off front of it and pull it back to release the mag. And because the mag drops so smooth, I'm glad that they have the mag system like this. There's also secondary mag release if you're used to doing it like this, by just grabbing it like this. The included mag is the same that goes with the Nexus Pro X. It's absolutely fantastic. Really high quality, good stuff. Way better than Dart Zone's original mags, that's for sure. And yes, this is compatible with the old school Dart Zone mags and Talon mags and pretty much any short dart mag. I don't really think there's any that aren't compatible with it, which is nice. Weird detail, but the orange mags on the Nexus Pro X look a lot better on the Aeon, while the purple mags on the Aeon look a lot better on the Nexus. But this mag system is really nice because it does allow for really fast and smooth reloads. Like, really smooth and fast. I'm going to take the stock off so we can focus on the blaster a little bit better. I think this blend of colors doesn't look that great. That's my personal opinion. Like, this looks cool, obviously, but to me it doesn't work well with the orange. So I just kind of find it weird that this is different from the Nexus Pro X. The trigger pull is really nice and smooth. Like, for a Springer, it's really nice. It feels like a flywheeler trigger, which is really weird. The safety is standard, nothing new. It doesn't get in the way, and it's very easy to reach, which is nice. And going back to the detailing on here, you can actually see it's not a sticker. There's detailing, like you can feel the ridges and stuff like that. It's really well done. There is a Picatinny rail under here if you want to mount like a flashlight or a foregrip. Like if you have a stock and a foregrip, I can see that working. There's two Picatinnies on the side. You could like put Picatinny attachments or even the scar barrel holder from the Nexus Pro X, which is nice. And there's a Picatinny rail on top with a very firmly fitted iron sight. Jeez, really firmly fitted. The priming handle is way better than the original Aeon, like miles better than the original Aeon. And I even like the original Aeon's priming handle. Unlike most people, I can definitely admit this is much better. You actually can put your hand and prime it, which is nice. One big selling point to these is the scar barrels. This one goes with a P-car, while the Nexus Pro X goes with a B-car and P-car. Now, the thing about the P-car is it's actually pretty good and it's firmly fitted in there, so be careful when you put it in. But it's really good for boosting accuracy. However, it decreases your range. The B-car is much better because it really doesn't decrease range that much at all, and it keeps it accurate. So the B-car that goes with the Nexus Pro X is definitely what I would recommend. Also, something really cool is if you get a screwdriver, you can actually unscrew this stock part and access the spring, which is actually insane. Twist this little thing in here, and you got access to the spring. Oh yeah, how does this operate? Pretty much how you'd expect. You take out your short dart mag, load up some rounds. This magazine is advertised to hold 12 rounds, but fun fact, you can put 13 in there. However, I wouldn't recommend it for too long because it could damage the darts a little bit more. So I'd stick with 12 if you're going to keep them loaded for like an hour or two. Stick the mag in the blaster and prime. Also, not to mention a very, very much improved prime over the Aeon. You just pull the trigger to fire, prime again, fire, prime again, fire, and so forth. Now, one of my favorite features of this is the slam fire. To left. Absolutely amazing. But there's only one real way to test it, and that is out on the range. So, let's head over there. Alrighty, first we're going to be shooting 12 rounds, just straight up, no B-car, no P-car, just the straight up blaster, and see how well it does. I just lost that dart. We have the lowest dart at 83 feet. Next dart at 90 feet. We have the main grouping here at 96 feet. And we've maxed out at 100 feet. And we seem to have darts that have sailed about 15 to 20 feet further into the pile of death. So we're not going there. All right, now let's shoot a few rounds with the P-car. Hey look, another rat snake. They must be around a lot this year. The lowest dart at 86 feet. The next dart at 89 feet. Another dart at 93 feet. Two more darts at 97 feet. And we've maxed out to 100 again, and we can see there's a dart right here, and all the way over here, and even a couple darts went into the pile of death. So, from this testing, the P-car actually doesn't seem to decrease the range on the Aeon Pro X that much, which is really interesting. By the way, in my testing, I found out that this thing is capable of shooting Mega XL with the P-car attachment on. So, just for fun, let's see how practical this actually is and how well it performs. Make sure you have the P-car in all the way, and load in your Mega XL round. Holy cow! Not very accurate, but they fly pretty far. Oh my gosh. Dang! So what do I think of the Aeon Pro X? Well, after a lot of testing, I love it. It's amazing. It's one of Dartzone's best blasters, if not, in my humble opinion, their best one. It takes everything the Aeon Pro had and made it better, and it gets rid of all of the Aeon Pro's inconsistencies, which just absolutely astounds me. But yeah, absolutely an amazing blaster. One of Dartzone's best, I think. But what would I rate it? Well, here's the thing. I actually have a brand new rating system. Every blaster I have starts off as a 10 out of 10. So basically, I start off, I go in with the assumption that it's perfect. And as I go through the review, I notice things that are bad and I take off a point. I haven't noticed anything bad. I have no complaints about this. I am trying to think and find one. I just can't. I have nothing I don't like about this except for maybe one thing, and that's the fact that it's not compatible with full or standard length mags. Now, that's not necessarily a con because the Aeon does exist, but I kind of would have preferred if they figured out a way to have a system this smooth and efficient while still having that compatibility, because this isn't that much smaller. It's actually got the same size as the Aeon Pro, so they could have done it, and I wish they did. But that being said, this system though with the single mag makes it a lot more efficient and a lot easier, so I kind of get it. I won't degrade a point from that, which means this blaster gets a full-on 10 out of 10. I really like it. It's a really great blaster, and if you're looking for a pro blaster that's a really, really good price, actually $25. You get an insane value. Let's get rid of the stock here. You get a 12-round magazine that's really good quality. You get an insanely high quality blaster. Like, this blaster has better plastic quality than any other Dart Zone blaster, maybe besides the Outlaw. You have slam fire. You have 150 FPS out of the gate. You have the ability to switch out springs. You can put on a Nerf stock. Everything about this is absolutely just amazing, and for $25, it's an absolute steal. Yeah, I definitely recommend this. If you're looking for a pro blaster and you don't want to spend an ungodly amount of money on something like a Swordfish or something like that, this is a really, really good option for you, because it is basically a Retaliator or Delta Trooper that's a short dart version and shoots 150 FPS. It's so refined and beautiful. The only reason I wouldn't recommend it is if you do want that compatibility. And in that case, I would probably recommend something like a Swordfish or even the original Aeon, or just bought a Retaliator. I know it seems like I'm always gushing over every single blaster, but that's not the case. I like to be critical about stuff, and I could not find a single thing wrong with this blaster. If you have, let me know in the comments. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed filming it, and I can't wait to use this blaster. It is my new go-to short dart primary from now on. I like it more than the Nexus Pro X, which is something to say in and of itself, because the Nexus Pro X is a fantastic blaster. But yeah, I can't think of a single complaint. It's very comfortable, especially with the stock. You get a stock on this thing, you'll fall in love. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said before, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm not letting you off that easy. Wear safety glasses, kids.
My junk drawer, my junk drawer. So many things, I don't know what they're for, but I won't let it go. No, I will add more useless little things to my junk drawer.